see how this goes. And we go live. Uh-oh. Man. Okay. Hopefully that notification goes out. I'll give y'all a... Ouch. Ow, 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 ow. I'm still sore. Okay. I'm still sore. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing tonight? All right. Friday the 13th. Hey, Ashley. How are you? Hey, Lancy. How are you? How are you guys doing tonight? I'm not going to be on long, y'all. Lancy, I got your email. Lancy, we need to talk via, what do you call it? I got a headache too, y'all. We got what do they call that? Messenger, Nancy? Okay, so yeah, we can talk for a few minutes via Messenger, and you're gonna have to remind me what we were talking about on the live, though, because I don't remember why I told you to call me. Hey, Taylor Love, happy Friday the 13th to you guys. Okay, I am not gonna be on here long, guys. I literally I fell last night, so I was. Y'all know how I feel about spiders, right? So I respect the realm of all animals and stuff. However, I feel like really? Ashley just took a how did that go, Ashley? Ashley said she just took swimming lessons. How did that go? See, you're never hi, only. Yes, right now I am sore, and that is probably why I'm not going to be on that long, because I did just take some painkillers. I took some Tylenol PM. Hey, Ocean Lovers. So as soon as that kicks in, y'all, I'm going to be out. So yesterday I tried to climb and kill a spider, because y'all know my rule, right? I respect the spiders. I don't even kill the spiders outside of the front door, because you know their domain. However, I feel like if you entered into the room and you're in the ceiling, you know, especially where I'm sleeping, like I did not feel safe. And I'm short. I'm only 5'2.5". So I try to stand in the chair and kill the spider that was in the ceiling, and I fell out of the chair on the floor, hit my head, landed on my arm. So right now my arm hurts. I have a headache. You know, yes, I can't really do a lot of movement right now. However, that spider fall took me on a journey. Okay, so the spider fall took me on a journey, and we're going to get into that. So I really want to get to the information tonight, because we're going to talk about the number 13. But before I do that, I want to make some announcements. Okay. First of all, I want to apologize to you guys. I have been procrastinating. There have been a lot of personal things going on. Literally for the past 4 or 5 months. Okay. I have been procrastinating on a few things because of personal stuff, right? And pushing through a few things, however, but now I'm back on my game. I got checked in the last executive coaching class, so there are things that I need to get in the game, and they're on my list. Okay. Ashley, I know you know what I'm talking about. So, and I thank you guys for being patient, because that is energetic work, right? However, I apologize for any classes that I said I was going to be bringing to you guys, and they haven't come yet. I have had a lot of personal stuff going on, and it's still not over. Like, I am literally in the middle of transition, and I can't speak about everything now, but I promise you, everything that I learned, I'm documenting, so we can all take the information and expand, because it's taking me into another level of awakening spiritually. Okay. I did some sun gazing today. That's another thing that I want to tell you guys, right? We have shifted over into that time that I talked about. Remember when I told you guys that that they were going to crank it, like, there was going to be another crank of this shutdown. It's starting to happen now. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think they shut Jersey down. I just heard that they shut New York down, to at least the Bronx is shut down, right? 10 p.m. So that's already started. So any type of spiritual work that you can do at this time, it is super, super important, because it is going to carry you through a lot of this energy. Okay. Yeah, it's going down. Okay. So The schools are closing again. Okay, so y'all know we talked about this earlier in the year. We talked about this earlier in the summer. Okay, so what I want to say is right about now, because we're going back into shutdown, maybe for the next week or two. You guys want to definitely make sure that you get a little bit more extra products in the house. Okay, some of you should have already been building up. So a little bit more products in the house. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some of the mastery and the mystical things that you can do on the spiritual end. Okay, because we do get weighed down, and that's part of the I want to say that's part of the distraction too, is a lot of what's going on externally. It kind of keeps you from dealing with internal stuff. So if you're into taking notes tonight, I'm going to drop some stuff. If you have questions, it is paid forward Friday. Okay, so I'm going to try to get through the notes, so in case anybody has any questions and you want to make a donation and ask questions, you can. Okay, hey Jaleesa, how are you, sweetie? I don't know if Tyra is on here. I don't know if Tyra is on here. But once again, the class for trusting your intuition, and I gotta watch the calendar. Okay. The class for trusting your intuition and communicating with the spiritual realm is supposed to begin on the 21st, which is next Saturday. So if you're interested in taking that class, please email me and let me know. Okay. That's a 5-week class. All right. It is for 1 hour, and we literally go into the spiritual realm. You meet your guides. It is not so much of a note-taking class. It is a physically, let's get into it class. Okay. It is $25 per class. Okay. So it's a donation of $125. You can split your donation. So if you're interested, okay, please email me. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Ocean Lover. Yeah. But it literally led me to the information that I'm about to give you guys tonight. Okay. So first of all, let me start off by saying today's Friday, the 13th. Okay. We're going to get into the mystical aspects of this and how you can connect this to what you're going through in your own personal life. All right. Now, one of the things that I tell you guys always is that I am not your guru. Please do not look at me like I am a guru, like I am, even if you want to put me into a category of a spiritual advisor, you need to know that I am an alchemist first, and I am a self-healer first, which means I am not perfect, which means I try, I experiment, and I learn, and I grow from self. Okay. And then I pass on the knowledge. Okay. I read, I study, and I share, and a lot of the information comes from spirit internally, and then I share those messages too. I say all of that to say that the same things that I can do and connect spiritually and get information, you can do that for yourself also, okay? So please do not look at me as a guru heaven sent, okay? I have bad days. Let me not even say that. Let me cancel. I have days where I have to push myself, and I have days where I have to check my emotions. I have days when I literally have to tell myself what to do and how to do it. Okay. Everybody have those days. All right. So with that being said, the information that I'm about to give you tonight, you can apply to your own spiritual walk. All right. First of all, today's Friday the 13th. All right. You need to understand that the number 13 is not anything negative. Actually, it is a very powerful number. And we're going to get into the breakdown of that number and how a lot of this is just sacred geometry as well as coding. Okay. And a lot of this is also within your DNA. So you would need to unlock this information within yourself. It is not something I can do. It is coded particularly to you. Okay. So let me just give you the numeric breakdown of today's date. Today is 11/13/2020. When you break 11/13/2020 down, you get the number 1. Okay. And I'm just going to break down to you just a few things of what I'm going to touch on tonight as what the number 1 vibrates. And this is just not all the number 1 vibrates on. This is just a few things that I wrote down. Okay. And literally, I literally only picked like 5 names because it's a lot of them. Okay. First of all, you need to know, okay, today, okay, on the Gregorian calendar, Friday the 13th, November 13th, 2020 is vibrating at the number 1. Okay. When I went and I looked up just the moon that went on from the Mayan calendar, as well as a day that went on from the Mayan calendar, okay, you need to know that the moon that went on from the Mayan calendar would be the peacock. The overlook peacock moon, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. That would be moon number 4. Okay. And that would also be the 27th day on the calendar. All right. So what does 2 plus 9, I'm sorry, 2 plus 7 equals? 2 plus 7 equals 9, right? And then what does 9 plus 4 equals? So the Mayans don't really deal so much with the year system. They're dealing with the moon and then the day, right? So on the moon calendar of the Mayans, right, we got the fourth moon, right? The 27th day. That's where we are now, right? And as far as the Gregorian calendar is concerned, that's the number 13. When you do 7 plus 2, you get 9. When you do 9 plus 4, what do you get? You get 13. Oh shit. And right now I'm seeing 13 people literally in the chat right now. Okay, thank you. Confirmation. All right. So just dealing with ancient numbers, okay? We got the number 13. All right. Dealing with the Gregorian calendar, we got the number 1. The number 1, y'all, equals to new beginnings. It also vibrates on you being able to create your own realities. It vibrates on independence, and it also vibrates on you being self-reliant. The number 1 also vibrates on you using your intuition and trusting your instincts. Hey, Aisha. Okay. So you need to know that today, okay, tonight, if we're still in 11/13/2020, is vibrating on the number 1 in the Gregorian calendar, which means new beginnings, which means independence, which means creating your own reality, which also means trusting your instincts and your intuition, and which means being able to be self-reliant. That is not to mention that tomorrow on the 14th, we're about to have a new moon in Scorpio. Okay. That's like a whole nother video. Okay. Whole nother video of mysticism. Okay. So I'm giving you the vibration of the day so you can understand how powerful this energy is. Okay. Okay. That I'm also giving you the mystery that even in the Mayan calendar today vibrates on the number 13. Okay. You need to know that. So today on the Mayan calendar vibrates on the number 13. Okay. So you need to know that. Today on the Mayan calendar vibrates on the number 13. And as a matter of fact, the Mayan calendar doesn't change. All right. Y'all need to understand that. That shit is like set. They have 13 moon systems. Okay. And then they have 28 days within those 13 moon systems. So it doesn't change. It's just a 4-week system, bottom line. So you can pretty much say, right, that on the 27th day, or on this day, pretty much in the Mayan calendar is vibrating on the number 13. Okay. So let's get into the mysteries of 13 and why this is important. All right. Now, first of all, you need to know that everything is universal and everything is energy. All right. You need to understand that everything is universal and everything is energy. There's an allegory that connects everything to everything. Okay. The universe is coded in 1s and 0s. It is coded in energy, positive and negative. It is also coded in masculine and feminine energy. Okay. So those are like 3 of the predominant codes that you can say that's universally known. Okay. You got positive, negative energy. Okay. You got 1s and 0s codes, computer coded systems, right? And then you got masculine, feminine energy. Okay. So you need to make note of that also, because that also, hey, Jasmine, how are you? That is also important in how you're going to be able to decipher this energy. Okay. This number, right? Now, everything has an allegory and everything is coded. Okay. So we're going to break down some of these codes, right? First of all, how many of you know that there's like a 13th zodiac sign and it was pulled out of rotation, right? So I was drawing this symbol for years and I didn't understand what this symbol represented until I started to study astrology. Okay. So innately, I would do my journal entries, because it got to a point within my journal entries, instead of like signing my name, I started to sign my journal entries in symbols. So one of the symbols that I just started using, just instinctively started using, was this symbol. Does anybody know what this symbol is? Can y'all see? Do y'all know what this symbol is? This is the symbol of the sun. Okay. I should have used something darker. This is the symbol of the sun. Okay. And this symbol is important. Okay. So this is a symbol of the sun. All right. Now, one of the things that I realized instinctively when I was circling this was spirit was instinctively telling me, but this dot in the middle, this is you. Okay. This is you. This dot in the middle is you. Okay. Now, I want you to remember this. Okay. This dot in the middle is you. Okay. Now, we're dealing with the number 13. When you add 13 together, 1 plus 3 equals 4. You need to remember that. 1 plus 3 equals 4. We're dealing with the number 13. 1 plus 3 equals 4. Whenever you're dealing with numerology, whenever you're dealing with occult science, whenever you're dealing with the mysteries, especially when it comes to numbers, it's really important for you to get single digits so you can get the core of the energy, right? So we have the dot in the middle, right? Anybody, y'all notice this? So this is symbolism here also. Okay. Now, within this, we have the breakdown. Let's just do water, air, earth, fire. Okay. I may not even have them in the right placement, but this is just so you can get the breakdown. Okay. So now we're still dealing with 13, but I'm going to show you how we get to the 13. Okay. You need to remember 4. Okay. You need to remember 4. We just broke this circle down in 4. Okay. I'm showing you how we're going to get to 13. Okay. I'm almost there. Bear with me. I'm showing y'all some mysteries tonight. Do y'all, okay, so y'all, I hope y'all are understanding where I'm going with this. We have the 4, right? The 4 is split into 3 sides for each, which gives us the elements, okay? All of these elements, okay, all 4 of these elements equals, because it's 3 each, equals 12, right? So we know 3 earths, 3 water, 3 air, 3 fire is going to give us the 12 zodiac. Right? We got the 12 zodiacs. You need to understand this dot in the middle is the 13. This dot in the middle is a 13, which is you. You are the one that controls all of the elements within your wheel. Okay? Now, when you add 12 plus 1, it gives you 13. This is how you get 13. You got the 12 zodiacs in the wheel. You are the dot in the middle, which is the 13. You got 12 zodiacs in the wheel. You are the dot in the middle, which is a 13. You are the power. You are the force. Let me show you how this works, okay? Now, if you add 1 plus 2 plus 1, this is going to give you 4. Remember, 4 is a number of alchemy, self-mastery, right? You got 4 seasons, right? Well, can anybody give me the breakdown of 4s? What do you have in 4s, right? You always want to pay attention to the allegory as 4, okay? You want to pay attention to the allegory of 4. You want to pay attention to the allegory of 3. You want to pay attention to the allegory of 7, okay? You want to pay attention to the allegory of 6, all right? Now, I'm going to show you why it's important for you to understand the breakdown of 12 so you can understand how to become the 13th, the power that creates and controls all of this, okay? Even if you're starting at the top of the zodiac, which is going to be Aries, right? You're dealing with I am power for Aries, okay? If you're starting at the bottom of the zodiac, which is the 12, right? You're getting Pisces. If you add 1 Aries together plus 12 Pisces together, you're getting 13, right? You need to be able to understand how to use your I am power, right? And your belief power, right? Your I am power keeps you connected to source, keeps you connected to the universal energy, ethers, heaven, like wherever you want to call that energy, that is where your I am energy connects you to. Okay, Aries, I am connects you there. Okay. Pisces keeps you grounded. I believe. I understand. We are now in the energy of knowing, right? So you don't need so much to believe right now. You need to know, okay? And Pisces is known for understanding. When you add the numerical value of the house of Aries plus the house of Pisces, you get the number 13, which is understanding. You are to master all of this shit. If you don't master all aspects of this zodiac wheel, which is in you, it's the human body, y'all. It's the human body, okay? Hey, Lori, it's the human body, okay? When you don't master all aspects of you, guess what? You got to come back and do it all over again, all right? So we're talking here about the, put my thing. So let me talk about what you're mastering within the 12, okay? You the master, the one, right? You're the one, you're the master, right? You the master, the one. You got to master the zodiacs. You got to master your disciples, okay? You got to master the 12 zodiacs. You got to master the 12 disciples. You got to master the 12 demons. You got to master the 12 disciplines. You got to master the 12 apostles. You got to master the 12 tribes. And you also got to master the 12 chakras. That's a lot of 12s, right? And we don't really get taught about all those 12s, right? But all of those 12s, right? The 12 zodiacs, the 12 disciplines, the 12 disciples, the 12 tribes, the 12 chakras, all of those are makeup within your body. The man, you are a walking, breathing, living universe. This is why when you close your eye in meditation, especially if you're not new to meditation, you can close your eyes and you can begin to see literally the universe that they show you on TV. Okay, literally, you see lights. You light up when you close your eyes. If you're seeing blackness, you shouldn't be seeing blackness only when you close your eyes. If you're on your path and you're ascending, you should be seeing a world of color. A world of color. Okay, now I'm not saying that you don't get to a point within meditation where you feel like you're in a dark space, but even within that dark space, there is light. Okay. So you have to master the 12 zodiac aspects. Each angle of those aspects are within you. Aries is responsible for the I am or the I'm not, right? Taurus is responsible for the I have or I have not, right? So you're mastering either I am versus I am not, right? You're mastering either I have or I have not, right? When we come down to who's after? Gemini. Okay. Gemini is responsible for I think versus I think not. Okay. I think versus I think not. Cancer is responsible for I feel versus I don't feel shit. I feel not. Okay. Now, Leo is responsible for I will or I will not. Now, I already told you guys, right? Leo and Cancer rules your heart chakra. And I already explained to y'all, the heart chakra is the strongest organ in your body, and it's the organ that generates the highest frequency in your body, okay? The highest frequency. That is the electromagnetic pole. So it's still dealing with masculine and feminine energy when it comes to the energy around the heart chakra, which is ruled by Leo and Cancer. That's the sun and the moon energy, okay? Now, who comes next? After Leo is who's after Leo? What sign's after Leo? My brain's not thinking tonight. I think my medication is kicking it. We got, let's see, we got Leo, and then who's after Leo? It's not Libra, is it? I'm sorry, Leo, Virgos. I'm sorry, Virgo. We got Leo, we got Virgo. I analyze, okay, or I analyze not, right? I'm going to analyze all of this shit and really suss out the information that I need, or I'm not going to analyze shit. Then we got Libras. I balance versus I'm not going to balance shit. I'm going to sweep shit under the rug, right? I hear you, but I don't hear you, right? Then you got Scorpio, right? I desire versus I desire not. And Scorpio is ruled by, you know how they say we rule the sexual organs, right? So now we're talking about root chakra energy, right? Now, after Scorpio, we now get into Sagittarius's energy. I see versus I see not. That's your perception, how you perceive a thing, right? Now, is it there? Is it not there? Like, are you going to use your intuition versus are you not? Right? Are you going to take action or you not? Right? That's how you're using the I see energy. Are you going to take action or are you going to make movement? You see something. Do you need to do something about what you see or you not? Right? Then you get into Aquarius's energy. Right? I'm sorry, not no, we got not Aquarius, Capricorn, right? I use versus I not. This is why Capricorns don't like to be used. Capricorns don't like their time being used. They don't like their money being used. They don't like their energy being used. They don't like their ideas being misused. Okay, right? So and then you can have a lower vibrational energy Capricorn that doesn't mind using. Okay, right? So Capricorn is I use the information and I utilize what I have versus not, right? And you know Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so a lot of that is order and structure in your life, right? I hope y'all can rewind this and go back over this information. Okay, then you have Aquarius's energy. I know versus I know not, right? And this is where the balance comes in from Aquarius, because if you think you know everything, then there's not room to know anything, right? And you do know everything, which is really like a paradox, right? Because you have all the information, right? Okay. And then we're landing back again on the last wheel of the zodiac, the last time within the zodiac wheel, which is Pisces. I believe, aka I understand. Okay, because now we're in Aquarius season. I mean Aquarius age, right? This is going to be I understand. You know, the old way would have been I believe, because now you're still standing in someone else's belief system, right? Right? We're not there anymore. Now you need to understand and know for yourself, honey. Okay. So this is I understand or I believe versus I don't understand or I don't believe. It's really what is up to you. Okay. So we got, like I said, you have the 12 disciples, you got the 12 demons, you got the 12 apostles, you got the 12 tribes, you got the 12 strands of DNA. You got the 12 months, right? What else? I don't know if I'm forgetting anything else. Okay. But within those 12, you need to understand that you are the key. You are the key, right, to unlock all of this. You are the energy. You are the ball of energy that unlocks all of this. All right. Now, what else here from my notes? Okay. I know I talked about man in your square, right? We talked about man in your square, which is literally being able to understand how you can create and take oppositions within your zodiac chart, within your own situations that happen every day, and how there's literally a formula that you can use, okay, to be able to take control of the power of your daily life. Literally a formula, okay? I'm not going to give that out on the live. I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to get that in class. But there is a formula. There's literally a formula, okay? Now, I also want to tell you exactly another reason why you might find that you have people like the Masons and other occult groups very fond of the number 13. You know, they teach us that the number 13 is superstitious. So you don't want to have a 13th floor. You don't want to have, you know, you don't want to have the number 13 as your house number. So we are taught to fear this number, but you can't, what you don't know, you fear. What you understand, you don't have to fear anymore. So you're literally being taught to fear your power. You're literally being taught to fear your power. Okay. So one of the reasons why the number 13 is so powerful also when it comes to any like occult science or maybe you know, the Masons, is because they're using the number 13 in the aspect of the number 7, right, and the number 6, right. When you're dealing with the number 7, you're talking about spiritual enlightenment. We're talking about universal consciousness here. Okay. We're talking about oneness. Okay. When you're dealing with the number 6, you're dealing with man, perfect man. Okay. So like the number 666 is literally the making of man, right? 6 neutrons, 6 protons, and 6 electrons, okay? You're literally talking about the embodiment of man, right? So when you add the number 7, right? Spiritual enlightenment, spiritual awakening, right? To the number 6, which is man, right? A balanced man at this, the perfected man, right? You get the number 13, right? And when you get the number 13, you are spiritually balanced and awakened man or individual. Okay. So that is why that's very powerful. Y'all, you need to understand everything is connected, not just through astrology, but also numerology. Okay. You can't have science or religion without science, or science without religion, because they're one and the same. They're one and the same. Okay. They're one and the same. And real talk, when you begin to understand that each and every one of us are gods and you create your own reality, right? You don't have to keep yourself trapped anymore, right? You don't have to keep yourself trapped anymore. So what time is it? Okay, I went for 30 minutes. Okay. Do y'all have any questions before I jump off? Because I don't want my medication. Hey brother, I'm live. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, do y'all have any questions? Y'all have any questions? Before I jump off, and if anybody have any questions, this will be the time to ask. Is paid forward Friday. This is another tip that I wanted this is another tip that I wanted to break down to you guys also. Okay. When we're dealing with the zodiac, right, and we're dealing with any type of mastery, these are 2 numbers that I want you to pay attention to. Okay. When we're dealing with mastery, especially when it comes to completion of the zodiac, these are 2 numbers that I want you to keep in mind, because I wrote this down. Okay. We're dealing with the number 4, right? You need to always know the number 4. When you see the number 4, you always have to think about self-alchemy. Okay. Always have to think about self-alchemy when you're dealing with the number 4, especially when it comes to anything spiritual. Okay. You got to think self-alchemy. This is the work that you have to put in. This is the work that you have to put into yourself, not in other people. Okay. So you always want to pay attention to the number 4 and the number 9. Okay. The number 4 and the number 9. The number 9 equals completion. Okay. Hey, Apple, how are you, sweetie? The number 9 equals completion. So whenever you're seeing the number 9, you're thinking about a completion, or you're thinking about the next step to completion. Okay. It's just like even when you, it's just like, even in astrology, when you think about the 29th degree, that's like the last step before you get to that 30-degree mark of completing that house. Okay. So whenever you're thinking about the number 9, okay, you need to think about the next step to completion. This is summing up, wrapping things up, bringing it to an end. Okay. Now, one of the things that you need to understand also, when we multiply the number 4 times 9, what do you get? You get the number 36. Why is that important? Right? That is important because there's 360 degrees within the circle. There's 360 degrees within the wheel. Okay. And within that 360 degrees, what do you get when you add 360 together? 3 plus 6 plus 0 equals 9. Okay. So you have the 4. I should have probably not separated that. So remember, you have the dot in the middle, right? You are the energy. You are the ball of the energy. Okay. So let me just explain this to you also. Okay. This is a womb. This is a womb. One of the things that I got today after I bust my ass yesterday with the spider, and I wasn't supposed, I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't supposed to kill that spider. That was a problem. Okay. I wasn't supposed to kill that spider yesterday. This is the spider's web, y'all. This is the web of the spider. And you can say the black widow in the middle. You are the spider in the middle, right? And you have the power, right, to extend energy to any one of these given 12 points at any given time. Okay? Any given time. All right? So even when you think about the web, right, the internet, the web, all knowing, right, this is where they get this shit from. The internet, the web, all knowing. Okay, this is where they get this shit from. So please understand, everything that's in society right now, everything technical, everything scientific, everything scientific, everything spiritual, right? All of that shit leads back to you. Okay, this is your web. You are the creator. But in order for you to create, you need to be able to master. Okay, you need to be able to master the 4 elements. You need to be able to master the 4 elements. Okay. There's no way around that. Okay. No way around that. You need to be able to master the 4 elements. You need to be able to master your thinking. You need to be able to master your emotions. You need to be able to master your actions and your intuition. And you need to be able to master your domain. Okay. Your domain. Take dominion. Okay. Now, but however, if you don't understand that you originate from this, if you don't understand that you originate from this, if you don't understand that you are the dot in the middle, if you don't understand that you are the source to all things, if you don't understand that everything is mental, right? Everything is electrical, magnetical waves. And I'm gonna get into that on the next live, right? I'm gonna get into that on the next live. All right. So when we're creating in dark matter, because we already went down to what dark matter means, and I'm going to circle back on matter so I can really break down matter. Matter is mother, the womb. Okay. This is the womb, mother, space. All right. So when we start drawing the web, right, now mother is creating, right? But mother's creating sons. And every time the sun lands in any one of the houses that mother has created, these are aspects of self that you have to master. 360 degrees, 9, completion. 4, okay? Now, you're mastering your thinking, your emotions, your actions, your intuitive nature, right? Your animal instincts, right? On this domain, the earth. All right? Okay. And so that's all locked up in 13. Okay. So when we're dealing with 13, you need to understand that we're dealing with the zodiac wheel of 12, right? The 12 zodiacs and the 13th, the dot in the middle, the point U. All right. When you're looking at the symbol of the sun is the zodiac wheel, the sphere. Okay. The wound, the sun is the wound. Okay. It's interesting. SUN. SON. Okay. All right. Ocean lover. Let's see. Wow. I had a dream about the spider in the web last month. Heavy. Yes, it is. And you can see that it's heavy feminine energy, ocean lover, because this is why you see all of your lead characters and the main characters right now. The male energy is transferring over the energy to the female characters. A lot of your female superhero characters, right? The characters right now that are superheroes and that are kicking ass and that are in charge of missions in the army and shit are women. A lot of the bad guy characters now are women. They're transferring over. Pay attention. There's an allegory. Everything is connected and they show it to you, right? We just think it's entertainment. Well, and it is entertainment because you create everything, but okay. So I got all of that after falling and hit my head from the spider yesterday. Yeah. Okay. The web. And then I went researching and then it was like, oh my gosh. Okay. That's Ashley said in meditation, I saw a spider recently creating a web. Yep. Okay. Okay. So Ashley in particular, okay. In particular, Ashley, and we talked about some of this behind the scene, Ashley, right? This is mastering emotions, thinking, intuitive nature, and taking action on this domain, the earthly realm. Okay. Yep. Ocean lover. Wow. My spider didn't speak to me, but maybe it wasn't paying enough attention. Yep. You were watching the web. Yep. Anybody got any questions, my love? This is Balance and wholeness. Yep, you need to be able to balance and hold, have wholeness. Okay. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so starting next month, I am posting on Patreon. You're gonna have your karma readings for Patreon being posted tomorrow. Okay. And I already broke down on the diagram the next video for sacred geometry, so y'all will also want to get that one tomorrow. But starting next month in December, I am going to be doing the karma readings live on Patreon. So if you are a Patreon member, okay, I'm going to be doing the karma readings live. All right. I'm going to make the announcement before that. And if you show up for the live karma readings, we will be able to tap into your energy. Okay. So come on in. If I don't have a lot of people, we'll be tapping into your energy personally. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to take 3 hours in there. All right. So I'll say maybe the first 10 people, if you show up, we would definitely tap into your karma reading for that month. Okay, so live karma readings on Patreon starting next month. All right. I was being led to do it on the 11th of the month, but I don't know if it's the 11th of the Mayan calendar. I'm thinking that's what I wrote down. I just need to double check. Okay, so it's either going to be the 11th of the month on the Gregorian calendar or the 11th of the month on the Mayan calendar, and I will confirm with you for next month. But this, you're gonna get a karma reading posted tomorrow, as well as the breakdown of the next sacred geometrical symbol, how to build your square. Okay, that's going to be uploaded on Patreon tomorrow also. So I took some time to break down 13 for you guys. Please don't fear the number 13. You are to master the number 13. Okay, this is not about you fearing the number 13. All right. And literally, if you're on this path, anything that you were taught to fear, anything that you were taught to think is evil, you may need to rethink that, and you may need to go and gain a deeper knowledge and a deeper understanding of that. Okay. So one of the things, once again, that I want you to remember when you're dealing with mastery, especially the number 13, right? You need to understand. All right. We're not just talking about, and I didn't even get into the 13th zodiac. Okay. Let me just explain to y'all something too. And only I need to talk to you behind the scenes. Let me just explain something to y'all too. First of all, in the tree of life, when they, in the tree of life, when they show us that there's only, 13 ciphers, I think is what they call them. Right? I'm sorry, not 13. There's only 10 ciphers, right? That makes up the what do you call them? The pillars, right? Oh wow, really, Lancy? Lancy, and just so you know, that is not by mistake. Just so you know, Lancy, okay? That is, remind me to talk to you about that. That is not by mistake. Okay, that is not by mistake. They're not just 10 ciphers. There's actually 12. Okay. And then even when you get to the back side of that, because there's an opposite side of that, you're dealing with a lot of sacred geometry, but they don't put the 12 ciphers for you to understand, because if you had knowledge of the 12 ciphers, you would have knowledge of self. Okay. So you need to know that. Hey, Ashanti, how are you, sweetie? Ashanti, go back and watch the beginning. I broke down the number 13. Okay. So you need to know that. Okay. So pay attention. Remember, anytime you're dealing with the number 4, we're talking about self-mastery. We're talking about self-alchemy. Okay. When we're dealing with the number 9, we're talking about completion. That step before you find, that's that last step that you're taking before manifestation. Okay. So you need to understand that, right? When we're dealing with 4 times 9, we're dealing with 36, right? The wheel is 360. Drop that 0, you still get 36, right? So you need to be able to understand that, my love. Okay. This is all numeric and science. I don't even want to say scientific. This is all numerically based, along with astrology. Okay. Numerology and astrology is something that you guys are going to have to get. I'm not saying you don't have to become a master at, but you need to have some type of understanding, because it is a makeup. You can't If you don't understand that you need to master this spider's web right here, you are going to be stuck in reincarnation after reincarnation trying to master this, okay? The wheel, the circle, the spear is the womb. This is space. All of these lines are considered time, okay? All of these lines are considered time. And what we would consider to be space and time is what keeps us bind here. So if you don't understand how to complete this wheel, right? You are the 13th sign. You are the dot in the middle. You control all of this shit. If you don't understand that, no, just doing it here all again, okay? Yep, just doing it all again. Ashley Ocean Lover is saying it might talk to you if you want. Okay. And I think is that about the I think that's about the spider. Yeah. I told you guys and remember I told you guys a couple of weeks ago I hope that was not Elizabeth, y'all. Remember I told y'all a couple of weeks ago I saw the spider outside and the spider said that the name was Elizabeth. I hope I didn't try to kill Elizabeth. I hope I did not try to kill because yeah, I fell. I'm aching right now. Yeah, I did. All right. So I appreciate y'all. If y'all don't have any questions for me, I think I'm going to sign on out. You just thought about that? Yeah, I'm hoping it wasn't. I'm hoping it wasn't. My son did. Let me just say though, although that might have been Elizabeth, I did thank the spider for the energy. I did thank the spider for the energy. I respect the energy that the spider sacrificed, and so I did thank the spider for the energy. All right. I appreciate that, Ocean Lover. Okay. All right. Do the playback. All right, y'all. I'm heading on out. Okay. Do the playback and have a wonderful evening. All right. Nobody has any questions. So I'm gonna see you guys next Friday for Pay It Forward Friday. Okay. Remember, tomorrow is a new moon in Scorpio. Please take this time and energy, okay, to pay attention to what's coming up emotionally for you to release. All right. Also, I think I broke down a lot of that information in the daily vibration for tomorrow, so you guys can check that out. Okay. Yeah, my Tylenol PM is kicking in, y'all. I'm about to shut it down. Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye. See y'all next week.